I think it is 9:10 in Atlanta. It must be 6:40 in India. We shall start our session today. Fine. So now, if anybody has no further question, I'll go to our today's topic. So, which is witness consciousness, Sakshi Bhav. The Sakshi Bhav is Sakshi means you are witnessing. Like a court, they gave a witness. No? Something happened, they are witness. They are not involved into that incident, but they saw it. That is we call witness. No? In the court, witness box is there and things like that. So Sakshi Bhav means you are in the witness mode. You are watching something without getting into it. Or you are a spectator. The game is happening. The sports, you are the spectator. Some movie theater movie is happening. You are not an actor. Okay, you are the audience. So this is the role of a who is witnessing. Something is happening, movie is happening, game is happening, something is happening, some court case is happening. The witness's role is just to say this is what I have seen, but without involving it. They are not the party to this. They just witness. Now, what happens is that this fundamentally, we involve ourselves into each and everything, into the life, what we do, what we face, and all those things. It is, I am facing it. Okay, I am facing the pain, I am struggling, I wanted to go there and see. So whatever you wanted to do, somebody said something wrong, then you are taking it personally, they said it to me. All those things you are facing because you are operating from your own ego. Ego is needed to be operated in the third dimensional world. It is an instrument given. It is designed to make you operate it in that environment. So it is an instrument to be used while operating into this world. You need to plan something, you need to have education, and you have to have your own living and things like that. For that, ego is perfectly fine. You need that. Now the thing, the issue comes when you consider that is the only thing you have. That is the time your tool, what has been given to you, to use it in this dimension becomes an obstacle. Because you are now, when you are roaming around here and there on the earth, you're traveling here and there, you are driving a car, it's fine. Car can take you there. But now you wanted to go to the moon. Now you still wanted to go to the moon with the car, it is not possible. No matter how good car or best car you have, you need to change the vehicle, which is fit for the purpose. So there comes the thing. So you have to get down from your car to get into the rocket. And most of the people, they cannot get out of their car because they are so much attached. Car, I'm just giving symbolism. They're so much attached the way, if they're habituated into this, like so much habituated in driving the car, they see better car can take to the moon. They are not convinced. Then they need to change the vehicle. Same here. We operated from our mind level so much that when we say that you have to drop that, you will leave the car there, nothing wrong with the car. You have to drop that and go to another vehicle which will take you to the spiritual journey, higher dimensions. You cannot get it in the outside world. You need to change the vehicle to travel to your inner world. It will be a different vehicle. But we got so much attached with our external positions, external things like a car I mentioned, that we don't want to get out of the car. And sometimes these kind of issues play subconsciously. We got so much programmed, so much conditioned with this type of way of operating our life, we never feel there is any need to challenge that. And we become stuck there all along. And for the belief system, I was giving an example, that example of a small elephant. In a zoo, one baby elephant is born. And that elephant was running here and there, going there, entering into tiger's cage and things like that, So zookeeper said it is a risky, so to put control on that. So zookeeper kept a small thin rope, tied one of the leg of the elephant, tied with a pole, small pole. And that the baby elephant tried many times to break that the thin rope, but it could not, because it's a baby elephant. Now that elephant has grown to an adult, to break that thin rope is nothing. Just one push, the whole pole will be toppling. But the big elephant is still tied with the small rope, with the same small pole. It will never try to remove that and break that rope, because from the childhood, it is programmed that you cannot get rid of this rope. Because childhood, he really tried it. And he is not succeeding. So that's why imprinted in his brain, in the belief system, that this rope I cannot break. And later on, even if he has a capability to break it, he will never try, because of this conditioning. That is impossible to break. So he tied up with that small rope and small pole. I'll never challenge it, because he doesn't believe it is possible to break it. Same here. Okay. Many of us don't believe that we need to detach ourselves from our mind. What's wrong with our mind? Mind is all fine. I've been working for, several 20, 30, 40, 50 years with it. What's wrong with it? This is a subconscious mind is telling you. Why I need to go out from this, like, subconsciously challenging, why I need to get out of my car? Is the best car in the world. I can travel anywhere, Why I need to get out? So this is the way, this is the approach. And that's why most of the people are stuck there with their mind, with their ego, subconsciously. They cannot know, even if somebody told them that you try this, they will not try, because they are convinced it is not possible. Like a small elephant, but now big elephant. Okay. Now, what happens is, first thing to get out of the control of our ego is come out of the mind field. The mind, come out of that. Otherwise, you will be going with that flow. You have no control. Suppose you are a sheep is going, you are inside the sheep. You will not be able to know where it is going. Okay, which side it is going and all, you will not know. If you come out of the sheep from a position that you are stationary, suppose you are in the bank of a river and the sheep is going in the river, then you can say where it is going, which side it is taking. But inside the sheep, you have no control. You have to go where the sheep is taking you. You even don't know where you are going. So first thing you have to do is, you have to jump out of that sheep, swim to the river bank, and then start watching where it is going. Then you will know that it is going this direction. There is a big rock coming. It can hit after some time, etc., etc. Okay, you will know where it is going. There is a chance that ship will collide somewhere, or some storm can come and twisted its direction. Like what is happening in Suez Canal. The sandstorm shifted a heavy ship and blocked the whole canal. And now the world trade is in jeopardy because the Suez Canal is blocked. But where the ship is stuck, how it is twisted, you cannot know if you're sitting inside that ship. In the room, your room, you said, oh, something is not moving. That's all you may realize. But how it is stuck, how to recover, you will not know because you are inside it. First of all, it will take time to understand it is stuck. There is no difference that it is stuck accidentally or it is in the port. You will not know. Okay. So that's why it is important to come out of it and see the direction. Similarly, you have to come out of your mind space to witness where the mind is taking you. Mind means ego mind, where the ego is taking you. It cannot do that living inside it. Like inside the ship, you will not know exactly where it is going, which side it is taking, although it is going north or south or something, you don't know. Whether it is stuck or it is what is called anchored or in the port or not in the port, you will never know. To do that, the first thing to detach from your mind is to develop this witnessing. It is a skill. You have to come out of that and start witnessing it. Then only you will know the behavior of your mind. Otherwise, you will get carried away with the mind. Wherever it takes you, you have no control. The first thing to detach from your mind is to witness. And not to try to control it, simply witness it. You have to come out of that influence of that mind, so that you can see what is going on in the mind. Otherwise, you'll never know. And most of the people, they think that whatever is there happening in the mind, that is them. So it is my thought. How can I witness my thought? Because for witnessing, you have to come out. I said, where to go out? It is me. Like in the ship, you are arguing, where to go? There's nothing else to go. This is where I'm just in this for a long time. And this is my environment. This is my surroundings. And I know that very well. Nothing else to go, because you never try to jump out of the ship and go to a shore where you can then assess the situation and what needs to be done. So most of our situations are like that stuck ship on the Suez Canal. You don't realize that you are stuck. Okay. So first point to think is to examine where it is stuck. To examine it, to go out of the ship and inspect. Recovery comes later, but first you have to accept it needs recovery. And for that, you need first step is to inspect. And that inspect in our life is witnessing. Okay. You have to witness it to get what is the issue, what needs to be done. As per that elephant story, our first challenge is we have to convince ourselves that it is possible to witness our thoughts, emotions, body, or whatever. It's possible to. I can witness myself. And that becomes a challenge because we are not programmed. How can I witness me? It is me. How can it be me? Okay. People sometimes get quite fed up and started shouting at me. How can I inspect me? It is me. It is my thought. I said, I understand. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Because we are programmed that this is my thought and this is mine and this and that. And that's why we are suffering. Our ship is stuck. We don't know. Okay. I'm asking you, please come out of the ship and inspect. Then you decide. Stay stuck or want to move. It's okay. You have a free will. You have a full choice. But please come out. Otherwise, you will not know that your ship is stuck. Okay. Anyway, but everybody has a right not to know something. Full right. I cannot, it's a free will. I cannot challenge that. But if somebody is interested, I can show how it is done. And that is that today's session is all about. What I can do, I can share my experience. It's a small thing. My subconscious mind initially did not understood why we need to witness things. What is the first part I already explained. And then it is convinced, something can be done. But how to? Then try to approach different things and not happening. Okay. So then I understood it is needed, but I could not do it. I have seen many the spiritual seekers, years of their practices, they could not achieve witnessing. They cannot witness their thought, to be honest. Because their subconscious mind, it means consciously they want to, but they are not experiencing, because in their subconscious belief system, they think it is not possible. Like the example I was giving. How can I witness? It is my thought, mine, within me. How can I do that? Okay. So if you're not open to suggestions, learning is possible. So those things are coming from the very confined belief system, like the rope of the elephant. You are convinced that rope cannot be broken. You're fighting with the other people that I cannot break the rope. I tried, I've tried many times. You did. But time has changed. Your strength has changed. The energy has changed. Now you are getting guidance. A lot of things has changed. You have to just recognize and say, yes, I need to try once more. That is taking you forward to try again. Earlier failed. Okay. Now, but nothing stopping you to try it again. Okay. That is the story all about. Fine. Now let me see where the problems are. This subconscious mind is in the pattern and it is not believing that it is possible. So it's a big obstacle. See, every journey is basically experimentation with yourself. I understood, I've listened to Guruji and, the other masters, and witnessing is definitely needed. And we practice every time you 6-step meditation, first few steps are witnessing. Witness your breath, witness your thought, witness your body, and all those kind of things. Okay, we are practicing every day, but are we achieving it? Okay, so that is your own challenge within you. If you don't utter that this is something need to be addressed, like the seekers who had tried it and could not achieve, they send me message and all. Can you tell me how to do that? Exactly. I cannot do the declutching. You are telling how to. So from the question, we understand which level they are trying. Here is no criticism here. You may have the natural ability to declutch. I am not saying that without that it is not possible. But it is you who have to give this attempt minutely to try to achieve exactly what is being said by your spiritual guide. If you attempted but not happen, ask, how can I do this? Be objective. Okay. Don't assume it's not possible. It is possible. And there are people who have walked the path. They know each and every turn, each and every potholes on the path. They can guide you better. But you have to ask, if you don't walk the path, what is the point in knowing where is the pothole if you don't, walk the path at all? So it will not automatically come to you. And most dangerous statement coming from the non-learner is, nobody told me. Who will tell you? You have to ask. Nobody told me is what? Who has a responsibility? To whom you have signed the contract, they have to come and tell you these points to you? Who? Nobody. You have to ask and get it. And don't be, what I'm saying one step further, don't be satisfied unless until you get it. Okay. Okay. So this small thing, I could not declutch myself with my thought. That's what I'm now sharing my story. First thing I realized, the moment I said it is my thought and I'm, something has happened wrong, so I am sad. Somebody told me bad thing, so I'm unhappy I'm angry with that person. The more I play, that's a normal way we deal ourselves. So more we deal with that, it becomes impossible to witness. Because I am right into the field of that. Means I am the actor of that game. I am in the movie. I am not a spectator. In the stadium, I am playing the football. I am not in the gallery that I'm watching and enjoying the, what is happening. Who scored the goal? Because I'm one of them. First thing you have to do, drop the game, come out and watch from an independent position. And this is the witnessing. Now, first challenge is to take yourself out of the game. So what I did, everything happening around me, I started narrating them. There's something happening to Rajdeep, like Rajdeep, fallen from the steps and hit on the ankle. Rajdeep got a call from his mother, and Rajdeep is happy. Rajdeep missed the flight, and Rajdeep is sad. And in the office, somebody is playing politics, and Rajdeep is thinking what to do with it. Okay. All this, whatever is happening, I'm putting Rajdeep is not happy, Rajdeep is angry, Rajdeep is happy, or Rajdeep is sad. Not me. Not I am happy, I am sad, I am angry. What I did is I replaced I with Rajdeep. So what happened was, subconsciously, the message is going, Rajdeep, like my physical body is facing this. Indirectly, my subconscious thing knows it is not the I. I is much bigger. There is a bigger entity there. Rajdeep is a small part of it and it is facing it. That is the truth. We are not hiding the truth. The Rajdeep can never be unhappy. Rajdeep is walking the spiritual path, meditating and following so-and-so kriya. Rajdeep cannot be, no, false. Okay, don't give unnecessarily, try to trick your mind. It will never happen. Accept the truth, but at the same time say Rajdeep is angry to that person because he has so-and-so things, which is not true. So-and-so person has cheated Rajdeep something, some amount of money, Rajdeep is unhappy. Tell that, it's okay, that is the truth. Rajdeep is really unhappy. But saying Rajdeep is unhappy and I am unhappy, there's a hell and heaven difference. Okay, note this very carefully, okay? This is a small trick that nobody will tell you. But if you try it, and try and not successfully, ask your guru. If necessary, beg. Don't stop unless you get it. It is there. The points are there. I also face this because how many times I will ask my guru. I try to experiment myself, that's why. And of course, there is the issue that physically he is not present, and that time this is not this kind of video call and conference was there, and he may be busy. So I need to develop my own way. I understood what to achieve, but how to achieve, it is my unique way to deal with it. Because everybody's challenge is different, but unless until you knock the door, it will never open. Okay, first thing I tried, everything happening around me, the Rajdeep is facing this, Rajdeep is not happy, Rajdeep is angry, Rajdeep is happy now. Rajdeep is glad now, salary has been deposited in the bank this month, and all these things, all Rajdeep is happening, experiences of Rajdeep. Okay, so while doing it, you develop subconsciously. Rajdeep is much bigger than all this. I was sharing a story of Sant Kabir. He was sitting in a temple or somewhere in the bench, and he was into his own meditative state or something. So one dog came and bite his leg. And there are many people around in the temple. Just take the story. Don't go into the exact where it was, which year it was. Don't bother. Just take the essence of the story. I'm just making it up something little bit here and there, so that the story, the message is conveyed. So in the temple, a lot of people were there, came running. Say, oh, the dog has, had a bite on your leg. And you have to do this thing. You'll be having hydrophobia. You have to take injections and whatever. Injection is whatever equivalent they have. You have to do this, you have to do that, and it's a very sad. You may also, you may die and things like that. You know what he said? He said, "वो चमड़ी जाने और वो कुत्ता जाने और चमड़ी जाने." Kutta means that it is between the dog and the skin. Means basically nothing to do with me. Okay, this type of detachment he was having. He doesn't claim the leg also, it is his leg. He didn't say, oh, dog has bitten me or my leg. He is telling, oh, kutta jane or chamdi jane. The dog knows and my skin knows. It's nothing to do with me. Don't disturb me, basically. See? So this is his operating level. If we can take our life in that mode, nothing will bother us. Okay, so it's okay. You accept the thing, or Rajdeep facing it. Okay. Rajdeep has lost money and he's unhappy or something. It's okay. So something will come and go. Ups and downs will happen in life. So it's so fine. So that means you are in the witnessing mode. So first thing, tip what I've given is, if you can mention your name, whatever you are facing, then subconsciously it will be developed that this is only one small part of you, which is not fully you. Somebody has not cheated you, it is cheated your lower self. He doesn't have any power to cheat you on that level. It cannot make any harm to you on that level. What is that level? It is a soul consciousness. And our soul consciousness having, if you see I have given our body, mind, and soul, one table. I normally give it in the workshops. In that, if you see when our body is active, or even dreaming, then soul is in witness mode. Soul never interferes into our business because it is of free will. By us developing that witnessing, getting in touch with our soul, and the power then can be downloaded from the soul. Because you are playing then the role of the soul, not the role of your ego. Ego will pump it. You fool, you got cheated. Now you have to act, take action. Now again it will happen. This your mind is telling you. Okay, you will do something and start fighting, and the fighting will keep on for years. Dushmani paida ho jayega. All this kind of stuff. But because you are fully under influence of your ego mind. Okay, but if you operate from the witness mode, then you are in touch with your soul consciousness. You will be able to get guidance, the power of your soul consciousness that you can utilize here. Power of witnessing, I'll come later. First, you understand the technology, how the detachment has been done. First, you have to tell each and everything happening with your name, physical name, what you got in this life. You have to tell that this life, this incarnated body is facing this. When you're able to say that, you are coming from the witness consciousness, not from ego. Now, second thing. First thing is clear that if you say that your name, that it will be there. Second challenge is your subconscious mind, like that elephant, it will not accept that you can read your mind. Consciously will not know, but subconsciously it will be a big challenge. Because your system doesn't allow that this is possible. So second challenge is to reprogram your subconscious mind. Consciously you want to get rid, it's okay, but your subconscious mind will not allow. So I developed my own technology, my own research and experiment. This experiment you will not get anywhere because I developed because of the need. What I did was I took I sit down quietly for 10 minutes, take a paper and just piece of paper and pen, and put my mobile with a what is called the stopwatch type of thing. Every 1 minute, it will give a it will give a some small sound, ting. So after every 1 minute, it is just to give a sound. And my exercise was, the experiment was, whenever sound comes from there, what is currently going in my mind, I just have to note down 2 words. Suppose after 1 minute thing happened, so my thought is going, I have to deposit a check in the bank. So check deposit, just 2 words I have written on the paper. And going on here and there, mind is going here and all. Then after thing happened, currently my thought going on, the price of rice has gone up. I have to buy 5 kilo rice, whatever price rice. Just 2 words I have written. Then again another minute going on. Then another thing, and at that time currently my thought in the mind, I have to call my mother. So call mother. Okay. Then again I'm sitting and thought is flowing. So then something again ting and happen. Then I have to give my clothes to the laundry. So laundry clothes. So after 10 minutes of doing this, okay. So now after that many things, something then my thought goes and something some TV sound is coming. They are talking about what is happening in Syria. Another thing happened. Syria war. Like that. If you finish that 10 minutes now, then what you do, you read it loud, what you have written, the two words every minute. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, up to you. That's not a strict thing. See, if you do the 11th minute, something will go wrong. Nothing will happen. It is up to you to decide. So read those words you have written, either in a paper or you can put the notebook also. That is okay. You can put type there, But paper is faster. You can just put something. Only few words which will able to remind you whatever is done. If you read that paper, last 10 minutes, the way your mind works, so many different issues, the check to rice to mother and Syria and all these things in 10 minutes, what is the diverse thing you thought? That is also, you have not recorded everything. You just after one minute, you noted down few things, 2 words. You'll be surprised to see how bizarre the mind works. How different varieties, there is no relation. Normally we say, if you have started thinking about something, next 10 minutes I will think about the same matter. No? It's very logical. If I started, started with check deposit, maybe at the end of the 10 minute, it will be something related to bank and the encashment or ATM or thing. But when you read that, you'll be completely surprised how way off your thoughts are after 10 minutes. And that we undergo every day. 60,000 thoughts normally passes through our mind. And they are actually governing you. Based on the thoughts that emotions are generated and all blah, blah, blah. So it's a lot of garbage in and garbage out. And you are basically glorifying the garbage. That is a sad part of it. You claim that I think, therefore I am. You are not. When you stop thinking, you discover who you are. These are your false self. This is not truly you. Okay, anyway. So when you read that, you do this exercise say, for a month. Every day you sit down for 10 minutes, do that exercise and note down. Now, what will happen is that after you do this exercise, you'll be able to actually witness your thoughts. You'll be surprised. How come I can now able to witness my thoughts? Earlier, it was not possible. During meditation, this is not during meditation. This is a normal exercise. You are just reading it aloud. These 10 points you have noted, two words, or maybe 1 word. It's fine, as long as you remember what was that context. So after 1 month or so, after 1 month or so, why you'll be able to see how you'll be able to witness what changed. listen to this part very carefully. It's very interesting. That is my own experience with spirituality. What happened is, see, what you are doing, thoughts are going in your mind, and those thoughts you are writing it down on the piece of paper. Okay. And that paper you are reading after 10 minutes, subconscious mind will pick up that clue that you can actually read your thoughts. I repeat, when you loudly read whatever you heard, those are your thoughts, no? You thought about 10 minutes earlier, those things. Your subconscious mind will be now convinced you can read your thoughts. You are reading it aloud, no? Physically. So then it will break. If you do it for 21 days, you can break any pattern of your subconscious mind. If you regularly do it for 21 days, I tried just say 1 month, because initially there may be few here and there. If you can do it after that, that pattern will change. The belief system will change. Okay. Means you are just going and telling to that elephant, you can break that thing. You can now break that rope. You can now break that rope. After the 1 day, he will try, because that old pattern has gone. Now, this is how you liberate yourself from this, your own belief system, that we cannot see your thoughts. There are my fellow seekers, some of them I, practice meditation all for years. And during some discussion and all those things, some, she's a lady. She revealed that, Rajdeep, after so many, 5 years I'm practicing this, but I never able to witness these thoughts. I was just practicing, and most of the time I fall asleep or something, but I don't witness. See, it is a small thing, but you wasted 5 years into this just because you didn't ask for it. You didn't see that it is an issue to address. Then I told her these techniques. And after that, it is fine. Within a month, she is able to do that. And in fact, she was ready. Rest of the things are already stored. Moment she broke the ceiling, then progress happened very fast. Simple thing. Could not witness. And never asked. So that's why I never knew. At least she has asked, but there are many that never asked. And later on, they said, I don't have any spiritual experience, and nobody told me, So that nobody told you, thing need to drop, you have to ask. Otherwise, nobody told you. Nobody will tell you. Okay. You have to ask, you have to generate interest. You have to consider it is worth pursuing, worth investigating. Then only it will come to you. Otherwise, it will not come. You keep on blaming different things, different techniques, and, whatever, this master, that technique, those technique, 10 different techniques I did, but nothing worked because the witness has not developed. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the method. You didn't follow exactly what is told. And if you have any issue there, you have to consult your guide. Your spiritual guide cannot dream that exactly where you are facing this. It can at the higher level, but it is unless until you give a focus, you bring your attention, that area cannot be healed. You have to bring the attention. You have to find out this is the issue I need to sort out. And then start looking for this, how to get it. And you will get it. Okay. So anyway, so these are the two things of that. And the third point on this issue is the nature of our thoughts and emotions and things like that, they are always flowing. To witness them, you have to come to a stationary position. You cannot witness from a moving position. And that is why I was just giving an example of the sheep. Inside the sheep, you cannot witness the sheep because you are yourself also moving with that. If you go to another sheep, that will be still a relative vision. And that's why the illusions are created. That's why I'm giving example, come to the shore, which is stationary. Then you can witness. Then you can know its actual velocity, actual direction, not a relative one. So third and important point is your position should be stationary. Then only you will be able to witness. You choose wherever. If you're witnessing from the top or bottom of the side, it's up to you. You choose which angle you are witnessing. But your position should be stationary. It should not be moving. From that, then you start witnessing the emotions, the thoughts. It is then possible. But if you're wherever you're standing, it's not stable or not stationary, you will not be able to witness that. So this is about the witnessing part of it. And the last part about that, the power of witnessing, what it does, what is the benefit of witnessing. As I mentioned, this, when you go to the witness mode, you are in hand, like your next to you is sitting your soul consciousness. You be friendly with your soul consciousness. Because the soul consciousness is also witnessing, you are also witnessing. Like in the gallery, in the stadium. Then you can chit chat with your soul consciousness, get the power. And with that power, then you look into your life. Lot of things get sorted out simply by giving your attention. You remember the fundamental principles of the energy flow? Energy flows where your attention is. That is how we activate our chakras. Okay, so if you give attention to something, then the connection of that power of the soul consciousness coming through that attention, and then it solves the issue. It mitigated the issue. Okay, so if you give this attention with this, then you can get rid of it. This is the powerful way we can get rid of addictions and breaking the patterns and things like that. Blind spots, so many things as possible. Simply giving attention in the witness mode. Okay, it will dissolve. Like similar way, we can annihilate our ego. Our ego get annihilated by witnessing, the power of witnessing. The soul consciousness, the power comes, goes into the ego, and ego gets annihilated, ego gets dropped because it has no power. और उनका जो भी हरकतें हैं ना, वो रुक जाते हैं. It stopped. It is like, suppose in one room, there are 10 children inside one room, and the door is closed, and they're throwing pillow at each other, running here and there, shouting, jumping on the bed, and so many things. Small children say. Now, this is the symbolism of the activity normally happens in our mind, our ego. I get distracted here and there and all. So many things happening in different directions. Lot of noise, lot of chaos, something like that. The moment one adult enters into the room, just open the door and just watching them. That adult, suppose a lady entered, that lady is not shouting to the children. And you shut up, you sit down, you do nothing. Just enter into the room and watching them, the children. You will see suddenly those activities, shouting, jumping will calm down. They may not stop, it's not necessary, but suddenly it will calm down. Overall, it will be, if it is operating from 80-90%, it will come to 20%. Okay. So this is a natural principle, because child, they are not calculating. The adult also came, she didn't impose something on them, restrictions, and say, if you don't do this, you will get a punishment, and nothing. Simply watching. Simply by watching by an adult, this activity of the children automatically came. All 10 know that what need to be done. Under watch. Same thing happens to our mind. This is the power of witnessing. This power is not a brute power that you have to punish something. simply just witness. If you witness the activities of your mind, the activity of mind will come down. And one point of time, this is happening frequently, the ego will lose interest because it cannot control you anymore. It will get dropped. Means, or it will surrender itself. Means whenever you wish, you call the ego or operate something. So you have to planning to visit some holidays. It will come and help you to do the plan. I said, now it's over. You go, it will go. Like a servant, rather than constantly chattering in your mind, do this, do that, and this fellow is good, that fellow is bad. Why don't you poke him a little bit and this, so that you maza aega usko thoda sa tang karte hai chalo, and all these ideas, it will stop giving you, because it will know that is unsolicited. Okay, it is just like become a devil's workshop. It's not needed. And it will draw a lot of our energy. When you save the energy, that energy will be there to empower yourself, not wasting like that. Okay, so that is the power of witnessing. That power can purify it. That can, that lot of negativity things can be removed simply by connected to your soul consciousness. Witnessing, it has got power to relieve that. So simply by witnessing, you can declutter yourself. You can, whatever those are bringing, that energy will go away, and you will get connected and driven by your soul consciousness. So that is the power of that. And the last point I just wanted to mention, this just for your information, that Dada Gavan is a guru of Guruji Prem Nirmal. So he has a famous saying. His advice, his discourses. He says, "Eternal vigilance is the price of the freedom." I repeat, eternal vigilance is the price of freedom. Like when you break through all these things, we got enlightened, the freedom has come. But don't think that it is all over. If you're not careful, ego will come from the back door. So all the time you have to be vigilant. That is why the masters are all the time 24/7. They're in witness mode. They can actually feel what is going on in their mind, how their mind wanted. They will not react. There is no expression outside, but internally, they are under constant vigilance. Okay, that is the price of the freedom. See how beautifully said. You got free, but game is not over. It will continue rest of your life. You'll be under constant vigilance, and that vigilance is achieved through witnessing. That is the point I wanted to make. You will keep witnessing your mind and things, what is the thing, all the time. And that is how you enjoy your freedom. So that no thought come, no emotion come and trap you down, and then you do something, react to something. Then that's how you maintain your freedom, that liberty. Liberty from this clutching of that ego. You got liberated, and maintain that through eternal vigilance. All right, so this completes our learning session. Yes, Shomnath, unmute and ask that question.
I have heard part of the morning session also in recording.
Yeah.
And here also, I need to little more clarification about your, you said you have to witness from a different level or different, like a higher pedestal or a higher platform or a stationary position. So that part I'm not able to assimilate, means I'm not able to understand that what I have to do actually.
Okay. See, what that intention is that you should not create another thought to witness the thought. Okay. You may say, okay, now I'm witnessing my thought. Let's see what comes like with, okay, something came now. Okay, now it is going. That is another thought. If you do that, then you are also not in the stable ground. It is not about managing the thought or supervising the thought. Okay, it is not fighting with the thought. That's why we say you completely make yourself out of the thought business altogether. Where you land up, that is stationary position. Most of the time, people take shortcut and say, now I'm watching my thought, and now, okay, now I'm not thinking. Now you're not thinking, that is also another thought. No? Okay. So don't fool yourself with something. Means you left that boat or ship you originally there, but you choose another boat to witness that ship. You will never be able to achieve that level what is needed. Because this ship also, they may be running in the same direction, same speed. You will think the other ship is stationary, which is not. That is a theory of relativity. So what I am saying, initially you need not to know where you stand. Moment you come out of the thought field, as a default, you will be backed up by your soul consciousness, and that is stationary field. Basically, what I'm saying, you need not to choose that where I will stand. Only make sure you are not in another thought. That's all.
Okay. So only one thought is going, and I try to watch from outside.
Outside, not thinking about it. You actually have to feel it is going.
Like I will think Somnath is thinking this.
Yes.
So Somnath, it's like that way I have to start practicing in the beginning.
Correct. Yeah. So wherever, if you come out of the thought field, you will land in a stationary field because nowhere else to go. Okay, but you need not to choose where I am going. I have to now, I need to know the geography, GPS coordinate, then only I'll go stand, otherwise I will not go there. This you have to drop. Okay, you have to jump from the ship and surrender it. You will be reached to the proper place.
To be honest, I thought, because I also practiced one of the methods, like whenever I, in the meditation, I see my third eye with both my eyes, like Sambhavi Mudra, the thought process stops.
Yeah.
But I have never been able to, I could witness my breathing, but I could never witness my thoughts. I could stop my thoughts by looking at Sambhavi Mudra, but witnessing a thought, I thought it's not required or I will bypass or something. After hearing you today, I understood that I could never do that.
Yeah. In fact, thoughts will flow in its own way. You don't even have to judge them, try to stop them. That's how you develop that skill. Okay, they need to be free-flowing. During that process, you should not attempt to stop or manipulate or say it's a good thought, bad thought and all that. And that is what the practice is all about, to develop that witness consciousness.
Right.
No thought will be, no thought cannot be achieved by forcing them to stop. No thought will be achieved by finding the gap and stay in the gap. Like, say, suppose you want to cross the road. Road crossing, what the method you are attempting is, you want to stop all the car and then cross, like a VIP. Right. Exactly. It's not intended. You intended is to find the gap between moving cars. Cars will go on their own. They will not be manipulated. They will not be stopped. But you can still find the way to cross it. That is the witnessing.
Thoughts will continuously moving, and I will also be moving continuously through the gaps. That's what you try to mean.
No, you have to find the gap. You will be stationary, like you are on one side of the road.
Okay.
To find the gap, you should not be moving.
Okay. So from it's like witnessing the thoughts.
Yeah. So see the car, see that.
And concentrate on the gaps only.
Yeah.
Then we will go to the next level of no thought zone.
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
All right. God bless you.